First story. Chronicles of Time, Tour Guides in Temporal Turmoil. In the heart of a quirky little town named Timelyville, two unlikely heroes emerged from the humdrum world of historical tours, Benny and Lucy, the bumbling tour guides. Armed with an oversized map and an enthusiasm for dusty artifacts, they embarked on a routine tour of Timelyville's historical landmarks. Little did they know, their lives were about to take a hilarious turn. During a particularly lackluster presentation at the Timelyville Museum, Benny tripped over an ancient relic, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside, they discovered an eccentric-looking device that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Unbeknownst to them, it was a time-traveling contraption, and with a clumsy press of a button, their adventure through the ages began. The duo found themselves hurtling through time, landing unceremoniously in different historical eras. Benny, always the optimist, greeted each era with a cheerful grin, while Lucy, the realist, rolled her eyes at their predicament. Adventure 1, the Renaissance Rendezvous. Their first stop was Renaissance Florence, where they inadvertently interrupted a meeting between Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. The artists, perplexed by these strangely dressed interlopers, mistook Benny for a lost apprentice and Lucy for a wandering muse. Benny, eager to impress, attempted to paint a masterpiece but ended up with a stick figure Mona Lisa. The artists were baffled, but the mishap inadvertently inspired Da Vinci's next innovation. Adventure 2, the Wild West Whirlwind. Next, they found themselves in the Wild West, where they accidentally joined a cattle drive led by a befuddled Buffalo Bill. Benny, trying to impress the cowboys, attempted to rope a calf but ended up roping himself, and Lucy inadvertently discovered a talent for lasso tricks. They left the Wild West with a trail of confused cowboys scratching their heads. Adventure 3. Shakespearean Shenanigans. In Elizabethan England, Benny and Lucy found themselves in the midst of a Shakespearean play. Benny, thinking he was auditioning for a local theater, delivered lines from a modern-day sitcom, leaving the actors and audience utterly bewildered. Lucy, however, stole the show with her unintentionally poetic soliloquy about the woes of time travel. As the misadventures continued, Benny and Lucy began to grasp the gravity of their situation. Their every move had unintended consequences on history, like Benny accidentally suggesting the invention of the sandwich to the Earl of Sandwich or Lucy inspiring the creation of a peculiar dance craze in the Roaring Twenties. With each era they visited, the duo accumulated a trail of historical anomalies. The once humorous escapade became a race against time itself, as they desperately tried to fix the mishaps and preserve the timeline. In a stroke of genius and sheer luck, Benny and Lucy stumbled upon a manual for the time-traveling device. Through trial, error, and a lot of laughter, they managed to navigate the unpredictable machine and set their sights on returning to Timelyville. As they pressed the final button, the town welcomed them back with open arms. Benny and Lucy, now seasoned time travelers, continued their historical tours, sharing stories of their adventures with wide-eyed tourists. Little did they know, Timelyville had become a tourist attraction in its own right, drawing visitors eager to witness the comical chaos caused by the accidental time-traveling tour guides. And so, the chronicles of Benny and Lucy's time-traveling escapades became the stuff of legends, proving that even the most unexpected journeys could leave a mark on history, intentional or not. Second story. Disclympics, the absurd office Olympics. In the monotonous realm of cubicle corporation, where the hum of photocopiers was the soundtrack of productivity, a rebellion was brewing. Tired of the mundane routine, a group of employees secretly yearned for something more exciting. And thus, the idea of Disclympics was born. Scene 1, the spark of rebellion. It all started with Bob, the perpetually confused office clerk, who accidentally discovered an old office manual gathering dust in the supply room. The manual detailed forgotten team-building exercises, and inspiration struck like a lightning bolt. The office needed its own Olympics. Bob enthusiastically pitched the idea to his colleagues, who, in their haze of corporate conformity, agreed without fully understanding what they were signing up for. Scene 2, the opening ceremony. On the appointed day, the office transformed into a makeshift Olympic arena. Employees adorned themselves with hastily crafted medals made from paper clips and post-it notes. The HR manager, Ms. Jenkins, oblivious to the unfolding chaos, was engrossed in an intense game of solitaire. Bob, the accidental mastermind, donned a makeshift laurel wreath and declared the games officially open. The synchronized chair rolling event began, with participants spinning wildly between cubicles, knocking over stacks of paper and office supplies. The result was chaotic, absurd, and utterly hilarious. Scene 3, the paper airplane javelin toss. Next up was the paper airplane javelin toss, a skill mastered by no one. Pam, the perpetually enthusiastic intern, managed to toss her paper airplane straight into the water cooler, causing a cascade of soggy memos and a wave of laughter. Meanwhile, Gary, the office jock who had spent his lunch break practicing, accidentally launched his airplane into the boss's office, narrowly missing the CEO's head. Scene 4, the Desk Chair Grand Prix. As the day progressed, the pinnacle of absurdity unfolded, the Desk Chair Grand Prix. Employees raced around the office, swerving between cubicles and narrowly avoiding collisions. Linda, the overenthusiastic receptionist, got stuck in the revolving door, creating a human bottleneck that left everyone in stitches. Unbeknownst to the employees, Ms. Jenkins, the HR manager, finally looked up from her solitaire game. Intrigued by the uproar, she decided to investigate the source of the commotion. Scene 5, Ms. Jenkins joins the fray. As Ms. Jenkins stepped onto the scene, wearing her oversized reading glasses and an air of confusion, the office fell silent. Bob, ever the quick thinker, welcomed her with a paper crown and a plastic scepter, declaring her the honorary judge of the Olympics. Much to everyone's surprise, Ms. Jenkins embraced the absurdity. She joined the desk chair race, her conservative skirt hiked up to her knees, and a look of sheer determination on her face. The office erupted in cheers as the HR manager navigated the course with surprising agility, leaving a trail of overturned office supplies in her wake. Scene 6, the aftermath. As the sun set on the chaotic day, the office returned to its usual state of order, well, as much order as an office filled with paper airplanes and overturned chairs could have. The employees, exhausted but exhilarated, realized that they had stumbled upon the perfect remedy for workplace monotony. Ms. Jenkins, now a legendary figure in the office folklore, returned to her solitaire game, a small smile playing on her lips. The employees, forever changed by the absurdity of Olympics, resumed their work with a newfound camaraderie, and so, in the annals of corporate history, the Olympics became an annual tradition, a testament to the power of absurdity and the enduring spirit of rebellion in the face of office monotony. The once dull cubicle corporation had found its own brand of hilarity, all thanks to the unintentional genius of Bob and his band of unwitting rebels. As they showcased their creations, chaos and hilarity ensued, with the sock-sorting robot malfunctioning and flinging socks across the room, and the pizza box sculpture collapsing in a cardboard avalanche. Scene 4, the calamitous calendar conundrum. As the weeks passed, the duo attempted to coordinate their schedules, leading to a calendar conflict of epic proportions. Alex's meticulously planned routines clashed with Max's impromptu jam sessions, ferret fashion shows, and occasional midday naps. Their attempts to compromise resulted in absurd scenarios, like synchronized ferret aerobics classes and a whiteboard schedule that resembled a Jackson Pollock painting. Scene 5, the comedy of errors. Misadventures became a daily routine. Max accidentally turned the thermostat into a sauna, mistaking it for a giant light switch. Alex attempted to install a state-of-the-art home security system, only to trap themselves inside the apartment for hours due to a forgotten access code. The laughter echoed through the hallways as they navigated one hilarious blunder after another. Scene 6, Unlikely Bonding. Despite the chaos, a unique bond formed between Alex and Max. Through the mayhem, they discovered the beauty of embracing differences. Max learned the art of alphabetizing, and Alex mastered the spontaneous joy of a ferret fashion show. In the end, Apartment 7B became a living testament to the enduring power of laughter and the triumph of mismatched mayhem. As the closing scene unfolded, Alex and Max, amidst a room full of sock confetti and pizza box art, raised a toast to the most unpredictable, unforgettable roommate rodeo of their lives. And so, in the annals of Apartment 7B history, the tale of the mismatched roommates from hell became a legend, proving that even in the most chaotic circumstances, laughter could transform a shared living space into an unexpected haven of hilarity and friendship. Click a video on screen now. If you enjoy this story, then like this video and subscribe this channel now. Also do comment your story or any suggestions. And don't forget to share.